fellow Toastmasters, honored guests, and most entertaining panelists. Welcome to the world of a speaker who doesn't exist. That's because he didn't give me a bio. However, Peter has competed in several competitions at the club level. He's still a relatively new Toastmaster, and I understand he's really going for it.
He was at the district evaluation contest.
One of these days, he might even have a last name. Everybody, welcome to the stage, Peter.
I'm only human, of flesh and blood I'm made. I'm only human, born to make mistakes. Fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, when I was a little boy, I thought, I dreamed that one day I'd grow up, I'd fall in love. I'd be happy and I'd be faithful. And we'd be together until death did us part. But then I grew up and things changed and I realized that wasn't going to work for me. I met somebody else. And I have no intention of being faithful. You see, the problem, and maybe you'll relate to this, is that she wants to see me in the morning, around lunchtime, in the evening too, and if she had her way, as often is the case, everywhere else in between. And you know, it's pretty bad. I get stressed, I get anxious, and I start to shake. Oh. And when I lose sleep at night, that's when it's really bad. Uncomfortably tossing and turning, wrestling with the sheets, looking at the clock, counting the seconds, the minutes, the hours, the sheep, waiting until sleep takes me or morning finally comes. That's when it's really bad. And my, how she drains my money. She came into my life like a ray of sunshine, stimulating me, giving me energy, drive, motivation. And then she ripped through my wallet like a bolt of lightning. She has expensive tastes. And so I hope you don't judge me when I say that I haven't exactly been the most faithful man. You see, I met her when I was in high school over a decade ago. That's a long time putting up with her intensity, and I'd like to see if any of you could do it. Just saying. And you know, 10 years is a long time. I need a little bit of variety. You know, men, we need variety. And so I have my little afternoon adventures, my evening escapades with a not so bold, not so intense companion. A little bit on the softer side. Not so perky, but still with all that hot stuff. But, you know, don't judge me. You need to know. Spending a day apart from her actually causes me physical pain. I think it's important for you to know that. I feel it here. And here, but mostly here. And although sometimes she's downright nutty, I've come to learn that I love her. When bitter, when sweet, strong, weak, coarse, fine. Just because I might be unfaithful once in a while doesn't change the way I feel about her. We go way back. I actually met her when I was in high school, as I already mentioned. My friend Suzanne invited me to a dinner party, and no, I didn't want to go, but I found myself there anyway. And no, I wasn't looking around. But it was her fragrance that caught me. I can only best describe it as soft, subtle, seductive, like a siren's call. She drew me to her that night, causing me to tremble at the knees and shiver with desire. Dark, bold, and beautiful, I fell for her, and I fell hard. It was a magical night. When playing on the tip of my tongue, she turned a high school boy into a man grown. It was everything I thought it would be. Full-bodied, beautiful, tall blonde. We stayed up the whole night in a haze of euphoria. You know, it was my first time. Oh, no, wait, back up. I'm sitting here talking about coffee. I don't know where your minds are going, but let's get back on track. So, you know, now that we're on the same page, you'll appreciate that over the time we've known each other, she's become very special to me. Every day before I go into work, we meet at the same place, Starbucks at Brookfield Place. I don't like to make her wait too long because she turns sour, but every time when I do meet her, she wraps her warm scent around me, and immediately my morning, no matter how terrible the train ride in was or how difficult it was to find a matching pair of socks, immediately my morning becomes a good morning. We spend a few minutes together before parting ways and facing the rest of the world. She always leaves me with this sense of calm and peace in my core. I get this feeling where I stop, I smile, perhaps sigh, and I think to myself, I am so addicted. Be that as it may, my friends tell me I should quit her, but you know, they'll never understand how I feel about her. She is and always will be my special cup of coffee. Thank you.
I have no idea what you were talking about. I mean, it started off great because you were singing. I know a lot about singing. Simon, I know a lot about singing. Never made an album in my life. Me, my wife's period. I know a lot about singing. So the first part was great, a little pitchy. I have to find that pitchy. Yeah, a little pitchy. The rest of it? Dog, what were you saying? I have no idea. I have in my head this picture of this tall, dark woman, and you're talking about coffee? Really? Are you serious? I don't know, Simon. I don't know.
Okay, Simon, you're up next.
Is it working? It is working. I'm so incredibly disappointed. I really am. I mean, I thought it was my own story being told back to me because I, like you, don't like being faithful. It's a waste of time. People get the wrong idea. And I like to, squeeze as many in as possible. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise you were there. And then it's about coffee. I mean, not even bourbon or scotch. Coffee. You did a lovely job singing. I didn't find it pitchy at all, really. You're a dog. What do you have to say?
Okay, and Paula?
What do I do with this?
See, it goes from red to green. It's working.
Oh, thanks, Simon. Well, Peter is your name.
Yes.
Long drink of nice-looking man over there. And I was wondering, who was he singing to? Was it Simon?
You thought it was you, didn't you?
Well, no, because he said it was a long blonde.
Well, we know that's not your natural colour.
How do you know that? Peter, that was brilliant. I love the structure that you put into this. I love the repetition of stressed out, shivering and shaking.